For photographers who are just starting out, I can totally understand that it can be difficult to find models. After begging your mates to shoot with you and exhausting your entire friends list, you might feel like it's time to get out of your comfort zone and try shooting with a new model. The only problem is you don't know where to start and you don't know what to say to them. For some reason, I always get this question: how do you find models and what do you say to them? So in this video, I've compiled 8 different ways in which you can find models and what you can say to them in each situation. Let's get it started. If you're new here, hey everyone, my name is Tommy and I'm a portrait photographer from Melbourne, and I try to post onto YouTube as often as I can, sharing my knowledge on photography. Without further ado, here are my 8 different tips on how to find models and what to say to them. My first tip is to use Instagram hashtags, and this is one of my most recommended ways to find models, especially if it's in your own local area. This is because the people who are using these hashtags generally are the models themselves. For me, I'm based in Melbourne, so what I'll do is I'll search hashtag Melbourne models, and there I'll be able to find a whole list of models who have listed their hashtag in their own post. So now we've found a whole bunch of people who have used the hashtag on their own post. All we have to do now is to select someone and then DM them. Here's a sample DM I wrote for you to get you started. Hey there, my name is Tommy and I'm a Melbourne-based photographer. I just came across your feed and I love your photos. I was wondering if you're open to photoshoot collaborations. Below is my photoshoot concept. Let me know if you're interested. Now in your DMs, you want to keep it professional but not corporate professional. You still want to keep it lighthearted so that the person on the other side knows that you'll be a good person to work with. Here you can see I've used some casual language like, hey there, and just came across your feed, and I love your photos. Also, you want to avoid any language that sounds too desperate. You want to give them a good first impression and you don't want to give them too much pressure to reply back to you. Make your message as short and sweet as possible and try to only use one question at a time. In my example, my question is, I was wondering if you're open to photoshoot collaborations, and then I follow that up with a statement which is, let me know if you're interested. If they're interested in my concept and are open to collaborations, then great, they'll probably open up my message and reply to it. If not, then they'll probably ignore it, and that's also okay with me. Even for photographers who are more experienced, it's normal to get ignored from time to time. Number 2, check out other photographers' profiles. Now this might sound a bit too obvious, but if a photographer is from the same city as you and they're also doing portrait photography, generally they're working with models who are also in the same area. And again, like the previous example, you want to make sure that you're using professional and friendly language in your DM. And if you're finding a model through another photographer, there's a small change I'd make in the message. Hey there, my name's Tommy and I'm a Melbourne-based photographer. I just came across your feed and I love your photos with XYZ photographer. I was wondering if you're open to photoshoot collaborations. Below is my photoshoot concept, let me know if you're interested. It's always a good idea to attach a photoshoot concept or a mood board to your initial DM. This gives the model something to expect. It also shows that you're planning ahead, and this makes you look more professional and that you know what you're doing. Number 3 is to go into Facebook groups and find posts from models. Now in Melbourne, we have quite a few networking groups for creative professionals, and these generally include models and photographers and makeup artists and everything in between. Sometimes models who are just starting out will put out a post saying, hey, I'm looking to build my portfolio and I'm wondering if any photographers would like to collaborate with me. And that's where you jump in. You can comment below on those posts and make sure to link it to your portfolio. If the model who has made the post likes your portfolio, generally they'll reach out to you and ask for a collaboration. I'm not sure about other countries, but in Australia we call them TFPs, and TFP stands for time for print or time for portfolio. Generally this just means that nobody is exchanging any money in this creative collaboration. This might be a slightly more difficult way to find models, especially if there are a lot of other photographers commenting on the post. But I've got a 4th tip for you that can solve this problem. And that is number 4, make your own post in these Facebook groups. In these creative network Facebook groups, you can make your own posts seeking models to work with, and generally people who are looking to build up their own portfolio will comment down on your post. Hey there, my name's Tommy and I'm a Melbourne-based photographer. I'm looking to do a photoshoot collaboration with models on a TFP basis. Below I've attached some of my previous work. Comment below your portfolio if you're interested. Now once you put up the Facebook post, you might be receiving a few different comments or portfolios from these models. Generally they're all good with your work and that's why they've commented, and so all you have to do in the next step is to go ahead and plan the photo shoot with them. Number 5, back to Instagram, use Instagram stories. Now, generally on your photography profile, you might not know everyone who follows you, and there could be someone in there who really admires your work but just hasn't had the opportunity to DM you asking for a collaboration. So what I recommend you to do is put up an Instagram story saying, "Hey friends, I'm looking for a model to collaborate with. Reply or react to this story to organize something." And then someone who is looking to work with you might react to that, and then you've got yourself a photo shoot. Generally, this is a quick and easy way to find models because chances are they are following you because they admire your work, and so maybe they're just waiting for the right time to approach you, and then this could be one of them. Number 6, photography workshops. Now, in the past, I've seen a lot of photographers host portrait photography workshops, and usually they will provide a model as well as part of the photo shoot and workshop experience. This could be a great way to start shooting with models that you don't know in a fun and professional environment. Now, generally, these portrait photography workshops do come at a ticketed cost, but what you pay for in the ticket, you'll get for in a guaranteed model that will be there to shoot with you and are happy to help you out. Another alternative is a photo walk, and usually photo walks are free, and it's more of a social event where photographers and models and other creatives can all meet up at one spot and then go to different locations in a similar area. Generally, if these photo walks are portrait based, then they'll also be providing models, and it's a great way to meet other people and also work with new people. And if you guys didn't know, I run a photography community called Good Shot Mate, where we host different photo walks and photo workshops around Australia. So if you guys want to join in and check it out, I'll leave all the links in the description down below. Number 7 is to use talent directories. Now, these are generally websites online where models can list themselves and be found by other casting networks or photographers. And 2 main examples for this in Australia are Star Now and Model Mayhem. What I like about these talent directories is that they have a lot of people listed, and usually you can filter them by whatever look you are looking for in your mood board. If you need a male fitness model, it's really easy to find exactly who you're looking for based on the different filters that they have online. And on these modeling profiles, they will generally include their Instagram or social media handles, and so what you can do is you can just DM them once you've found the ideal person. Unfortunately, talent directories are becoming less and less popular, so new models are generally heading towards Instagram to show their main portfolio, but you can still find some really great people on these websites. Lastly, number 8, and this is for the more experienced photographer, you can reach out to modeling agencies. Generally, modeling agencies have 2 different categories for their talent. That is the main models who they book for most of their corporate and client gigs. And then secondly, they have the in development models or models in training. And these ones generally need a bit more experience and also need to build up their portfolio to graduate into their main models category. Sometimes these modeling agencies will be on the lookout for photographers to do some test shoots with their models. And this is basically to test out the model's skill sets and abilities and also to update their portfolio. The great thing about these test shoots is that the models generally already have quite a bit of experience in front of the camera, but the downside is that they are generally looking for a photographer who is also more experienced. But if you want to email these modeling agencies, here's a sample for you. Hi agency team. My name is Tommy and I'm a portrait photographer here in Melbourne. I would love to do test shoots in the coming month with your models in development. I'm looking to do more shoots and I thought this could be a great opportunity for both of us. Below is my portfolio and social links. Looking forward to hearing back from you. When emailing these modeling agencies, this is when you want to be more professional and more corporate because they want to make sure that they are sending their models to the right photographer. And once you've had some good experiences with agencies, they might even get you back in for more test shoots and even maybe some more paid jobs as well. From my own personal experience, I was really lucky that the first model I worked with was also a photographer. Big shout outs to Jess, she is super sweet and talented. We actually first connected on Instagram, and when we met up, she quickly showed me the ropes and taught me how to shoot models with strangers. From that shoot onwards, I've used all the different 8 ways that I've shown you today to find new models and to build my own portfolio to how it is today. And I know it might sound really cringy and cliche, but if I can do it, then you can do it too. And those were my 8 ways to find models and how to talk to them. Hopefully these have been helpful and hopefully you can do some more shoots in the near future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what you've learned today. If you want to see more content from me, please feel free to hit the subscribe button on my channel and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!